Hi guys, it's Liliana the Magnificent and welcome back to my main city, Dukes of Honey. Let's talk all about the spring event. I know I have been promising that I was going to make a video about it, so let's delve in. First off, this spring event is actually one of my most favorite events that Forge of Empires does put on. I think just the graphics that they do and how they create these sets or buildings is really unique, very pretty. I think all of the artwork that they do is just amazing. Plus, I like the events where you can hoard a currency and then spend all at once. So this cherry garden set, over 3 years ago, 3+ years ago, this is the fourth time I've done this event. You could get this cherry garden set, and it was all level 1. Then the next year, they did all level 2s of this. Last year's cherry event were the different pagodas, and now we have the Hanami bridge. So let's talk about all of the options and also the new one and how to cross this pond, etc. Things like that. This FoE helper is really, really helpful when crossing the pond, just so you know. But basically the goal is you're moving this frog. You get 3 chances to choose kind of a different chest or choose a different origami animal, and then you use the animals to get to these grand prizes over here. So, like I said, that currency is the lanterns. The goal for any kind of spring event like of this nature, work through the main quest line as fast as you can. There's a main quest, and then there's daily quests after, and then you get 1 a day on that daily quest. Make sure to log into your game every single day. You do get 50 lanterns for doing that. Also, be subscribed to Forge of Empires email newsletter, as you also will get lanterns in an email from them as well. All right. There are cherry trees that will pop up as incidences around your city. I don't have any, but this is what that little cherry tree will look like, and you get lanterns from that. Let's see. So that grand prize for this one is this, like I said, this Hanami bridge upgrade. So if you tap on any of those pictures, it will kind of show you. You do get this level 1 right here after completing 6 events or quests in this line. And then you're going to need 7 upgrades. So 1, 2, all the way up to this level 8, and then once it gets to a level 8, you can choose if you want the Mikawa bridge or the Makito bridge. So personally, looking at them, this one you get coins, goods, and 10 forge points, which is really nice. This one you also get an attack bonus for your defending army, goods, and forge points. So this has been a discussion that we've been having in guilds on B World, and most of us have determined that we're going for the Mikawa bridge because you do get more forge points and you also get goods. Now there's an attack bonus for this, but there's a rationale for why we're not choosing this. So your defending army is the army that protects your city from being attacked by neighbors in your neighborhood. Even with a high attack bonus in your defending army, if someone has a higher attack bonus for the attacking army, which often, I would say probably 90% of players do that are hitting your city, they will get through your defenses no matter what. So there's really no point, at least in my mind, to having this for boosting it when I know someone's still gonna get through my city barrier and then potentially plunder me. So go for the one that has more forge points and goods, in my personal opinion. And I'll kind of even show too, if we go to, now I'm not even one that has as high a defense as others, but just to paint you a picture, let's scroll into my boosts. You can see that my defenders, my attack is only 74, but my defense is 300%. And if you set up your army in such a way that you have mostly heavy units, then this is really boosted. And yet, you know, people still can absolutely get through my defenses. So look at me. I have an attack of 323%. I absolutely can get through somebody who's this and even more with this attack unit. So there's really no point, at least in my head, to boosting this, even though it's, what is it? I think it's, was it 10%? I already forgot. 20%? I don't know. What was it? 16%. They're still going to get through. So for me, I'd rather go for something that gives me more forge points and goods that automatically affect me on a daily basis. Plus, how often do you really get attacked? Maybe you're in a hood where somebody is attacking every day. Your biggest defense to making sure you're not plundered is collecting your city on time. If you collect your city on time, you guys, nobody's ever going to get plundered. So be mindful about that. Don't let stuff sit. Have people motivate your stuff. That's what the stars are, and that's your biggest defense. So that's what I would say. Go for something that really impacts you directly. Within the event themselves, I would say that this fire pagoda is awesome. This is now for your attacking army. It gives you 10%. That is fantastic. So the fire pagoda, in my personal opinion, I think is better than the earth pagoda, which does give you, I know I've actually got some, so you can see them in my inventory real quick, you guys. So this is last year's. You need 7 upgrades of this one once you have a level 1. But the Earth Pagoda gives you 2 extra forge points versus this one that gives you 3. And the water gives you extra goods. I think personally this this blueprint for the attack bonus for your attacking army is absolutely well worth the cost. So that's something that I would go after. Plus, this Cherry Garden set, I talk about this a little bit more extensively in my daily specials, how to approach those for increasing your attack and defense for your military. There is a certain way that you can arrange this set to get 80% attack bonus, 20 forge points, and 40 goods, and it looks like a beast if you do that. Granted, you don't use this pond at all, but you do need double of the rock. So that video has a visual of how to set that up. Let's see, let's see, I'm just kind of peeking through everything real quick, you guys. Let's talk about how to pass through this pond. One of my guildmates actually shared this, so we're going to go into it, and I copy pasted it because I think this is very, very helpful. So you'll need to cross the pond, and that's the pond in here, 9 times to maximize, which means giving a level 8 Hanami bridge. The full distance of the pond is 25 lily pads, so that's 25 turns of 3 to get through the pond once. Your last jump will present you with limited options based upon how much distance you have left. So the different origami animals are kind of broken down here. So the best per daily special. So if you're looking just to get that daily special that you want, the best animals to choose are the rabbit, the cat, dog, butterfly, fox, and raccoon. The best for the distance. So distance is getting the farthest. You get a raccoon, a swan, elephant, stag, or that's like a deer, a lion, and a giraffe. And then best overall. So that overall is both for the distance and also for getting that daily special. It's the raccoon, swan, cat, dog, fox, and elephant. And then he wrote in that order. So basically, he says, with a completed quest line, so that means maximizing this quest line to the end and to the fullest over here. Playing daily, getting those lanterns daily by logging in, collecting the lanterns that might be in the cherry trees around your city. You'll be able to maximize the bridge without spending diamonds, as long as you're using the best animals per distance per cost. So these ones right here, this best overall. So now, if you're actually going to want multiple of this Hanami bridge, then you're going to probably need to spend some diamonds. But I have a hunch based off of what I'm seeing, kind of discussion with other guilds, that people are going to actually be going after this Cherry Garden set, level 2s, more. So yeah. Anyway, let's talk about one more thing with the spring event. Also, I guess I should say too, oh, I hope I didn't brush that too loud. Sorry guys if it was. If you do have FoE helper installs, and I do plan on making a video, this also kind of does give you a little bit of a breakdown too for the different animals. It'll show you that your cost for getting 4 steps, this 38, is your best choice if you're going for a distance. However, your best chance for getting this daily special reward will show you that actually choosing this one is your best option. So this is really helpful if you're going off of do you want the daily special or do you want the distance, and so then this one is kind of that mid-range, so that might be a good option there too. Now be mindful, the daily special does change every 24 hours. There is a spring event. Let's scroll real quick. Sorry guys, I should have had this queued up, but it does within this daily oh girl, within the spring event wiki. Woof, ah. It'll show you what has been and what will come. Most of the time, daily specials will repeat one time after they've already been seen once. So I have a hunch that we're going to be seeing the Pagoda upgrade, Pagoda again. You might see the shrine one more time, and this cherry garden set selection kit should be coming up at least one more time. So be mindful, if any of those come up, that's going to be the last time you see them, guys. So if you want them, absolutely go for them. Today's is the rogue hideout. You are not going to see the rogue hideout again after today. So if that's something, I would suggest maybe having one in your city. I would go after it. You're not going to see the shrink kit anymore, either, you guys. So let's see. When you cross the pond, so you're going to need to choose out of these 25 times, you will get over here for a grand prize. You'll get an upgrade. This upgrade is only available in the grand prize option. It will not show up as a daily special. They used to have some of these upgrades show up in daily specials, but they stopped doing that probably about a year-ish ago. Now they leave them exclusively here. So in order to get this to the max, you want to get across the pond. And I will say, I mentioned this in some of my previous videos, it's really not worth putting out an event building in your city if it is not maxed. There are so many better, very simple buildings. Having a goods building, having a couple shrines out in your city that are going to make more of a difference per space if you do not have a max of the grand prize. So focus on getting a max of the grand prize. Unless you really don't want this bridge in your city at all, then don't worry about it. But the grand prize, this bridge will come along every other. So and I think I have that. Yes, I do. So it'll show you, you can get forge points next, then you get the upgrade, shrine will come, upgrade, wishing well, the upgrade, then it'll give you another option for getting a level 1, and then continuing on. So this is how that selection will look within the grand prize. And then last thing with this event, there is a league table for it. So you get different prizes for ending up in the different leagues, and even these actually change. This is not a set in stone thing. So this is how many times you're crossing the pond at the bottom. You're going to see that a lot of players are doing what I'm doing. They're kind of hoarding onto their lanterns right now. So within these next 7 days, you're going to see these numbers push. So even if you're sitting in this bronze or silver right now, most likely by the end of the event, you're going to be pushed into a lower league just because people are going to be pushing, getting the max amount of times across that pond. So be really mindful of that. And there are different awards that you get, rewards. We get awarded for them by getting the rewards through that as well. All right, let's see. I think I covered everything that I wanted to, but hopefully that is helpful, you guys. I've been wanting to get this out, so sorry it's a little bit late, but enjoy the spring event. Have fun finding those blossoms. Ooh, wait, there is one thing I wanted to show you guys. So this is my main world. But even if you are a low era player, you can absolutely get through this event as long as you plan ahead and you are actually being mindful and using these quests. So if we scroll up, they're hidden. But I highly suggest go and look what these quests are if your guild doesn't automatically have an actual thread with those in them, because you can get through this. So right now I'm at 48. I will get to the 62 here. I'm a little bit slower on this world because I don't visit it as often, but you can absolutely max out this quest. You just gotta be a little bit, you definitely have to plan more, just because you don't have the resources as easily available. So really be mindful, but you can finish. And also, I thought this is really funny too. I wanted to show this and I saved this for this video, but when I first logged on on day one and I saw this thing right here, I was like, WTF is that? And I stared at it for a good minute before I realized that that's a rat. I was struggling with what that was initially, but okay, that's my random funny for the day. All right, you guys, hope this is helpful. Enjoy the spring event. Bye.